It would be easy to just cut the vertical stabilizer and rudder to glue on top of the horizontal stabilizer, but what I'd like to do is make sure that we have some kind of alignment tab through the stabilizer into the fuselage, keep everything lined up. Another thing I know is that with this part of the rudder sticking down even with the fuselage, if there is not some kind of tab forward of the rudder, part of the vertical stabilizer into the fuselage, then this part will get damaged pretty easy. But if we can just put some kind of little flange or tab that locks forward into the fuselage, it'd be a little bit more durable. So what we'll do is we'll pull this out. Now we know that the bottom of the fuselage is 3/16 of an inch thick. So we take this, push up 3/16 of an inch. Get rid of all that. Now that's flush with the bottom of the fuselage. If we insert into the fuselage from this back end 1 inch, somewhere in there forward, we can cut that off. So that's just a mark for now. Alright, this line being the top of our stabilizer, we'll go ahead and knock out a couple different things here. Take the protractor, and let's just say that we want our deflection. We'll make our slot so that we've got 30 degrees each direction. Just going to give that an arbitrary distance, nothing particular. Sixteenths of an inch down. .30 degrees. Draw that line. Delete the guides. We're going to use this arc tool. We're going to get in the center line there. Got that part there. Now, the fuselage is 3/16 of an inch thick on the top plate, and our stab, there's our 3/16. We'll come down another 3/16. just cleaning that up a little bit. Alright, so this will sit on top of the stabilizer. This will lock into the fuselage. Now we just need a tab to come down. And we'll make our tab 1 inch. Kind of partial to 1 inch tabs. Yeah, that looks good. And then we just need this to extend downwards 3/8 of an inch. And that'll be enough to go through the stabilizer and the top of the fuselage for alignment there. This will lock in the back of the rudder so we won't receive a bunch of damage when we're beating around. Edit, delete all those guides. All we're going to do is move this forward again. This out. Alright, don't need to copy it. I'll move it. Put it up. Push that through. There's our hole in our stabilizer. And there's our hole in our fuselage. So now we've got all these cool alignment tabs. That's what that's going to look like. Now we have this large gap right here. We can make that a little bit smaller if we want to. It didn't really measure when we first drew it, so what are you going to do? Alright, pull this out and make that a little bit smaller. Didn't need to copy it, just need to pull it out. See this distance was. I don't remember being that. Alright, 51/64. So just go 53/64. How's that sound? All I'm doing is cleaning that up a little bit. Got this nice little mess on the other side. That's alright, we'll take care of that. Just delete those lines. And all we have to do is push this over. Gotta press Control when you do that. Control like that. Come in here. Delete that face. Delete this line. And now I think that'll go together a little bit better. Yeah, a little closer tolerance. We can sand that out a little bit if we needed to when we were constructing, but I think that'll get the job done fairly well. Alright, let's go ahead and bring our wing over. Hit it from the top. Rotate it. Grab it at the midpoint, and we're going to move it to the midpoint here. Then we'll grab it along this edge. Make sure it moves only on the blue axis. Drop it down. Do it like that. Then we can come here to this intersection. Blue axis again. Up to that corner. Nice and even. Alright. That's about what that gap's going to look like. Don't forget that when your foam is here, that'll come down and be like that. So that's about what that'll look like. Take this and move it back just a smidgen. Just grab it and keep it on the red axis. Alright, things seem to line up a little bit better there. If we wanted to. Get even more accurate. Grab this at this intersection, keep it on the blue axis. There we go. And that's where the wing will sit. Alright, we've got our model constructed. Now the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and break it apart to its pieces, flatten it out, and turn it into plans. Right now I'm just going to get rid of this extrusion that I did because I don't need to have it there. I just did it to get a feel for where the wing was going to be. that's all cleaned up. That's what our model's going to look like. Open this up. Orient faces. Orient faces. Alright, nice clean looking model. We'll come back in a minute and start laying out those parts for plans. But before we start on making parts, let's go ahead and finish up the nose. We're going to do we'll add a firewall and do our doubler. Alright, open this up to edit, and we know that a FT firewall is 2 inches wide by 1 and 11/16 tall. And we did that wrong. So 1 and 11/16 by 2. And that's the size of our FT firewall. We know that that firewall is 1/16 of an inch thick. Hey, 1 foot 4 inches. Yeah, we're doing good. Alright. And then we know that this was rotated 6 degrees. Can be frustrating. I got a touchy mouse, and when I do my click on my button, my unsteady hand lets it move, so the last thing it does is make a nice jump. Alright, we can leave it all the way up top there, or we can slide it down a little bit and split the difference. Well, can't we do that because it already adhered? So, I think what we'll do, grab that part right there, right there. Conflict with our phone. That's alright, that'll leave a gap in there for venting. A bit lighter. Get some airflow through there. Alright, we split the difference and we got a little gap there. Works for me. That'll get things done nicely. .3/16 of an inch on that. .3/16 of an inch on that. Now we've got our fuselage doubled up at the nose. locking in the firewall. Should be good to go now. Alright, we can start making some parts. Yeah, what's up, guys?
It's that time.
Alright, dinner time. Talk to you later.